This is a recap for Wednesday, March 3rd. First thing we're going to do is watch the same video that we watched in class of the example of a tree and its shadow and trying to figure out how tall the tree is. So here's this.
Let's see if we can help out Sam. Sam needs to determine the height of the tree closest to the school. When he stood his yardstick perpendicular to the ground, he found that the shadow was 4 feet long. Then he measured the length of the tree's shadow, and it was 24 feet long. How tall is the tree? Pause the video while you try and figure out the height on your own. Then unpause the video and check your answer. Well, we are going to be looking at the ratio of the yardstick to the tree. That ratio is equal to the yardstick's shadow, which is 4 feet, to the tree's shadow, which is 24 feet. And that would be equal to the ratio of the height of the yardstick to the height of the tree, which is what we are trying to find out. 4 over 24 is 1/6. So we can reduce the fraction and then cross-multiply to find the answer, which leaves us with x is equal to 18. So the tree is 18 feet tall.
And here's a picture of the notes that we took in class. And notice how we, wait for this to load up. Notice it, excuse me, how we used color for corresponding parts. So we'll let this open up. Oh. Okay, let me zoom way out. Excuse me. If you're watching this, I truly apologize for that. I'm sure it was really loud. So notice how I used pink to show the corresponding parts. This 4 right here, 4 feet, is a shadow of a yardstick, and this pink 24 feet is the shadow of the tree. And this green height is the height of the yardstick, it's 3 feet, and this is what we're trying to find. Whoops. The height of the tree, which is this green right here. So let me highlight some colors here. So I'm going to find green. So 24 and x, whoops, not 24 and x. The x here we go. The height of the tree is, and the height of the yardstick is what is green. So the green goes like that. The pink is the length of the shadow, and it goes like this. Let me see if I can, guess I can't zoom out any further. So those are the notes that we took in class. So I'm going to start here. There's the tree, there's the yardstick, there's the shadow, and then this is the proportion. And notice how we put small over large. We had quite a discussion that we could actually put large over small, and it would still give us the same cross products. And that's what's important, is we used cross products. So if I take this and I got 4 times x is equal to 24 times 3, and that's how I solved that. All right, then we went to card 2 and discussed how a square could not be similar to a triangle because it wouldn't have corresponding parts. So you can go there onto this week's Pear Deck and write that answer. And then we solved this one that was already set up for us. So we're going to, again, use cross products. So 7.5 times x equals 5 times 4.5. 7.5 times x is equal to 22.5. And if we divide that by 7.5, we get 3. X is equal to 3. And it makes sense because we can take 6 divided by, or let's do it this way, small to large. 4 divided by 6, if you want to grab your calculator and test this. And we can do 3 divided by 4.5. And we can do 5 divided by 7.5, and we get the same thing every time. It's going to be 0.6 repeating. 0.6 repeating. If you want to confirm that, you can grab a calculator and stop this video and do those right there. And then this next one is a bit of a challenge because it's been flipped. So this, we start with an anchor point. These lines right here line up with those lines, so the C and the Q are corresponding. That means that the B is corresponding with the R. And let me change colors here. We'll go to yellow. And if I go the other direction along here, let's use something that's going to show up, yellow. Then that corresponds with this side. And we'll use blue. And this side corresponds with this side. And what's great about using color is you can do this. You can just say, I want a red side, and I want, let's say, a blue side. And I can go small to large. And this really sets up my proportion. So I can do this, and this tells me to get the red small number, which is D. And this tells me to get the large red number, which is 6. This tells me to get the that small blue number, which is 5, and the large, look at this direction, large blue number is 10. So that is 10D equals 6 times 5. 10D equals 30. Divide by 10, and D is equal to 3. So this D is equal to 3. So if I want to solve for this C right here, I can again use my color and make sure that I have yellow. So I have a yellow side of my proportions. We can call it my yellow ratio. And we can go with red or blue. Either one would work. So we'll go with red. And I'm going to have small on the top of my ratio and large. Nothing special about that, but I just need to keep it consistent. So my small yellow number is right there, 4. My large yellow number, I don't know, so I'm going to put that letter C. My small, so I'm looking this direction, small red is 3. We just figured that out. Large, going this direction, large red, that's what this is 6. 3C equals 4 times 6. 3C equals 24. Divide by 3, C is equal to 8. So the ratio from small to large is 1 to 2. Each of these gets doubled. 4 doubled is 8, 5 doubled is 10, 3 doubled is 6. So I encourage you to use color. And then we went to IXL J13, so if you want to work on that, that is a recap of Wednesday, March 3rd.